Hey guys, for public safety and official misconduct, back with you again for another video. We have here with us Charlie. Charlie was accosted by a police officer on his own property during a deer hunt.
I'm not having this issue again.
I ain't been on your property. You got cameras
back
everywhere.
on my property again, I'll take you to fucking jail for that too.
You can take me
Don't
to jail.
smoke
I
weed
have
in
not
front of
been on
me.
your
You know
property.
there's cops that are back here.
I ain't on your property.
By one of the new twins that work here at the Clarksville City Police Department.
Brothers were hired back to back, so Colton is driving car number 86, and his younger brother, well, younger by 2 minutes, is driving car number 87.
So in this video, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you some images and video of the incident, as well as we're going to go in here with Charlie and we're going to make sure that a proper grievance gets put in on this officer because he is brand new and already way out of control. Just watch and see. Let's go, guys.
Dude, I've never committed a crime.
No, you've never been caught. Good job.
I've never committed a crime.
We don't have to have this fucking problem.
I don't
man.
have a record.
I'm gonna build a house back here. I'm gonna build a house back here. And if I have fucking
Over
problems
there?
with you, I will let you fucking know. Do I need to fucking tell your phone? You
Yeah.
wanna go down this road, man? I'll play games.
Turn what over, County Sheriff?
The videos. We had our, we don't have it, you know what I mean? We're off duty. We're always on duty, but we're off duty. Does it make sense?
Yeah. Sounds like whatever one's convenient.
Well, so, like I say, you're not in any trouble.
No, I
don't think you did anything wrong. You did everything right. You know, if you felt uncomfortable, you took a video. That's perfect to do. You know what I mean? So
I figured that would stop it all, but it didn't.
yeah, and I really want to apologize because that's not how we should be acting on or off duty.
What's up, Miller? John Miller. So he's on the county council for Clark County. Mark Stevens from Wave 3 Mainstream Media totally busted him taking a bribe. Totally busted him taking a bribe from Jamie Knoll.
It's a legal case against a former Clark County councilman facing a felony charge of conflict of interest in the Jamie Knoll case. Former councilman John Miller.
How you doing today?
I want to file a complaint.
So you're probably wondering what happened. Well, here's what happened. Charlie was on the border, on the edge of his property, about 8 feet inside on his own property, on a tree stand that he's had set up in that tree for years. When the neighbors, who is a DNR officer that owns the property, was allowing Ethan, the city police officer from Clarksville, as a visitor to come hunt with him, Ethan was sitting a little deeper in the woods on their property hunting, and when he noticed Charlie in Charlie's tree stand when he was getting down, he decided, oh no, I can't have anybody else hunting the same deer area that I'm supposed to be hunting, and he ran towards Charlie and he started doing this.
Dude, I've never committed a crime.
No, you never been caught. Good job.
I've never committed a crime.
We don't have to have this fucking problem.
I don't
man.
have a record.
I'm gonna
I
build a
don't
house
have a
back
record.
here. I'm gonna build a house back here. And if I have fucking
Over
problems
there?
with you, I will let you fucking know, dude.
That's
It doesn't
fine.
have to go down this way, man.
No.
It doesn't have to go down this fucking way at all. But
I
you're
just
putting
said-
it this way.
No,
you're
I
pissing
didn't.
me off
I
because you
just-
don't want to fucking listen to what we have to say.
I will put a pole here if that's what he wants to hunt. But
Where'd you fucking park that?
About right up there by the gate.
By the gate.
You go across my property to get back here.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I
you
across
go.
the
It's a private. It's an easement
It's
that
an easement.
come from my property. Yes, mine and Rogers.
And we have access.
Yes, yes, you
It's
are.
not back
Yes,
property.
no, you got an easement to it to do whatever you want to make it passable.
So let me
Yes,
guess,
sir.
you parked on the other side of the fucking easement.
No,
where
it
you
came.
don't
The
have
easement
rights.
come from
Are
us.
you
What?
parked on the
Are you
easement
parked
right now?
past this fucking property line?
We have to get
Do I need to fucking tell your car?
home to deliver the
You want to
news
go down
about
this road,
this
man?
death
I'll
in the
play
family.
games.
You're going. What are you going to tow my car for?
If it's parked on our fucking property, I'll tow it if I fucking
You
want
don't
to.
have. You mean down past the gate? You got a gate. How can I park on your property?
Are you parked on the easement though?
No, I'm not blocking your way
Just
in
making sure you're
and
not
out.
blocking away.
But that's not your property. You can't arrest me for being on that. I just can't block you from getting in and out.
Right.
Nobody's
I don't know why you're trying to
blocking
express
you.
all to me, bud.
Listen, okay.
Yes,
This is how it's gonna go down. You can hunt here.
right here. Okay.
That's
Yes,
fine.
thank you.
It's your property. You
Yes,
can do it.
I appreciate
But if I
that.
find out you stepped
You can
foot
put-
on this property,
Put 20 cameras.
You've had your
You can put 20
conversation. I'm
cameras.
talking.
I'll listen to. I'll
find foot-
listen, and I'll walk off. You can put 20 cameras
Did I
here.
just
I'm not
say
doing
listen?
something illegal.
Stop fucking talking.
Walk off then.
If I find
Don't
out
walk
that
off
you
on my
walk onto
fucking
here,
property.
All right,
I'm gonna arrest you for trespass.
that's fine, sir. I don't want to trespass.
I
I'm
get it,
putting
I
orange
appreciate
things up to make it even more visible. I
If
don't
you
want to
shoot a
shoot
deer
no
across
deer.
here,
I don't want to shoot
I'm
no
saying
deer
if
on
you
you.
shoot a deer and it runs across,
No, yeah, I would call you
you
and ask for
you
fair
give me a
game.
call. I'm not talking with you.
Okay,
You call him.
okay,
You tell him to give me a call.
no problem,
I'm
sir.
gonna come out here and we're gonna
Oh,
walk
yeah.
and find your deer and I'll help you find it.
I thank you very much, and
Don't-
I will not
don't
shoot a
fucking
deer
step
on your
foot across
property.
this property.
I won't. I won't. I
I
got.
mean, I don't
I
know
got
how much
enough
more
acreage.
blatant I have to make this by spray painting fucking purple
I'm not.
all along
You
here.
see
and you
where I
still
said
set
it.
you set up on across the line.
Oh, you mean right there? I
Oh,
could.
do I mean right? Yeah, I
That
mean
tree.
fucking right there where
Well,
you
you
set
painted
up.
this tree, and I lined it
Where
with
I
the
planted
tree.
That tree. Painted that tree.
Yeah, you painted the
Postal
tree.
painted as well.
Poster painted.
Yeah, I know,
Stay
but I
on
looked
your
at the
property is
tree,
all
and
I'm asking.
I will, and
Now on.
and
Stay
I
on
won't.
your fucking property.
I have been.
I'm not having this issue again.
I
with
ain't
you.
been on your
If
property.
you
You
bring
got
the
cameras
weed back
everywhere.
on my property again, I'll take you to fucking jail for that too.
You can take me to
Don't
jail.
smoke
I
weed
have
in
not
front of
been on
me.
your
I know there's
property.
cops that are back here.
I ain't on your property.
Weed's illegal.
Okay.
Don't fucking smoke it around here. If I
I
smell
didn't
it
smoke
again
no
around
weed
you, I'm
back
just gonna
here.
arrest you.
Oh no, and now they're going to break out the "you've been smoking marijuana" card. How desperate are these cops in this situation?
You're still arguing.
Just
I'm
go.
not. I said
Have
I
a
won't,
good day.
sir. I won't be on your property.
Have a good day.
Okay, thank you. You want me? I'll take you. You want me to take you off a pole and put a post there, or is it all right to leave that side on the pole? I don't
As long
want to
as
piss
you're
you
hunting
off.
over here. The public,
Okay.
This is the property line.
Yeah, the back of the line,
You won't. It's not
side
the
and the back.
corners down there.
The bottom line is this: Charlie was hunting on the boundary of the property, at least a little bit on the inside, on his side, on his property, and you're about to hear the DNR officer back him up on that right here. So there were no laws broken.
That pole's the corner, and that's the back side, the end.
And it goes all the way over the line.
Okay, yeah, I knew it went to Wyoming. Okay. So we should actually move over that way more and out of this way.
Yeah, but I think it would be best to keep it there. That way you have a few yards.
Which way would you rather us be, here or
A few
there?
yards on this side.
I can't tell you what to do on your own property.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any internal affairs supervisors in today?
I mean, there's captains and stuff in here.
That would be wonderful if we can actually, because Tiffany and I also want to do our own sort of separate, just want to talk to somebody.
Did you guys need
I don't think we're going to need that. He will.
just you? Okay.
I prefer just to speak to somebody for my,
I'll see if there's anyone available.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. All right, so you've seen us here before. We've had our spats with the chief over the incident that happened to Tiffany with her job and one of their other officers who was out of control, Derek. There are conflict rules under federal law that dictate what he can and he can't do, and those are enforced by the agency in which he is employed. Okay, so the responsibility ultimately falls. If we were to file a lawsuit on him today, you're named, your agency's named, because you have responsibility roles of what he does on his off-duty time.
Especially
Bingo.
while he's wearing your Clarksville uniform and driving your Clarksville.
And utilizing your resources. But I think that one ended up being a dead end, and it's now being handled more or less through the DOJ stuff. Or wait a minute, it's more or less being handled now by the state.
because it sort of corresponds and wraps in together. We found out that a lot of these security companies that have been side hustles ended up being part of the Genco group that Jamie Knoll was busted for. I'm sorry?
Well, I said, I don't really have somebody, but I mean, I can get you someone, but they'd rather you fill out a form if you can.
He's doing that, but I just wanted to have a verbal conversation with one of the supervisors.
All right.
That way they fully understand, you know, we're trying to be like super cordially civil and,
I gotcha.
you know,
Okay.
just have it in discussion.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey, Chief, how's it going, buddy? Doing all right? Hey, man, good to see you again. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving.
Too bad, actually. Is he with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go again, Chief. Me
What
and
can I do
him,
for you, Chris?
we've actually gotten along pretty well on a few other incidents, so I'm hoping we can do the same. So this man contacted us to resolve an issue. He's kind of getting the old circle jerk from different agencies. I just wanted to kind of just break it down for you, Chief, so that you kind of know what it's about. This man owns property in Clark County.
Are you all related or
Good
anything
friends.
like here?
We're good friends.
Okay.
Yep. And he was hunting on his own property. You got a new officer by the name of Ethan Foreman, young feller.
He's not real new, but he's young, yeah.
He threw a bit of a temper tantrum on this man, violated law, and was very aggressive. And it's an issue. So we're only here to kind of
I'm sorry, where'd this happen at?
on his property.
Where's his property at?
Otisco, Indiana.
Okay. If this is a criminal nature, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, if we don't investigate criminal natures within our own department. We have outside agencies look into those.
We understand.
So if this is something of a harassment, intimidation, something like that, we will look at policy violations and such through our own department, but if it's a criminal nature, we want an outside agency to look at that.
Absolutely. So the way I thought, and you can correct me if you think this is wrong, we would file that with you for the policy violations, potentially, let you look into that aspect. And then he's wanting to go back to Clark County to do the report if there's criminal
If that's
aspects.
Otisco, then yeah, Clark County would take care of that for you.
Okay. So we're not doing it wrong then?
No, sounds like you're doing
Okay.
it right.
That's what we were thinking, Chief.
So, once you get that filled out, let me know. We'll take that here at the window. We'll stamp it, let you know that it's been accepted. There's a process we go through on internals, and then we'll get your response on that.
All right, how long does it normally take to hear back?
It depends how much details you're putting in there that I have to look into. If it's something simple, cut and dry that I can look into, won't take that long, then it won't take that long at all. Well, he knows.
And there's
He's
video.
filed something, I've got it back soon, so. But if there's anything additional, video, recordings, anything like that, you need to keep a copy. Whatever you're gonna supply to county, we'll take a copy for our internals, but make sure you do not give us just the only copy. So, if make multiple copies, give whoever the other one for Clark County, and we'll take one reference to this.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you,
Good.
Chief. And then main thing is I was going to tell you, I have a copy of the video. If you want, I can email it to you. Or he can. I mean, it'll be attached to his.
How big is the file?
It's pretty short.
If it's
10
short, you
minutes.
can email it, but usually, I think 10 megabytes about. Most
I can
likely.
make you a link, a Google link directly to it, so it's all the same information as the original. That
Okay.
way you can see time and date and all that stuff still. And then, but all you'll have to do is click the link and it'll go to my Google folder.
So is it a Dropbox kind of thing?
Dropbox sort of, yeah. It's just Google's version. But I do want to tell you, this is kind of a preventative maintenance deal, because I thought he was pretty new, and the kid's already showing that he's not.
Well, we
know
will
what I mean?
definitely look into it, but again, on the criminal side of it, we need to get a hold of
Sure.
the sheriff's department and make sure they're investigating it.
We will.
Okay.
Yep, we'll do it all the right routes. All right, thank you, Chief. That was it, man. I appreciate it. Good to see you again. Yeah, you too. Hopefully we don't see each other. It's usually never something good, right? Like I said, the chief here's gotten pretty established and used to us doing what we're supposed to be doing. He accepts that this is the legal way.
That went smoother than I thought it would.
Well, we haven't been to Clark County yet.
We ain't
so.
done yet.
Now, one thing here that I want to tell people, this man immediately reported it. And when it happened, right after it, he went to the state police, Indiana State Police 45. Now, I'll throw a little clip in here of how they behave at Post 45. You are stupid, Nagel. No, you need to do your job.
This is our building, and I am not leaving.
Do your job, Nagel.
Touch me, and I will
do your job.
defend myself.
We need to make a report.
You're going to do a report.
Other police officers breaking the law.
Who?
Clarksville. Get the notepad out.
Nope. Goodbye.
Do it.
Do your
Why? You going to protect the other cops?
ass.
Was you trying to intimidate me, you big lard? Huh?
No, I wouldn't intimidate you.
Was you trying to? Because you don't scare me.
No, we don't.
Sir, what's your name and badge number? No, don't close that window. What's your name and badge number? You just smashed your fingers.
Smashed his fingers. Good job, dumbass. Attaboy.
Don't open that window.
Why not? I need to do business here. This is my place. This is where, hey, look, this is mine.
Sir, do not open this.
This is my place. You open that window, boy. Open that window. You not my boy? You work for me. Is your name Tyrant, motherfucker? Is that your name?
Must be.
What's your last name again? Nagel?
Yes.
All right, Nagel.
Is it Chrissy?
Yeah, I thought, yes, it's Chrissy. So I thought last time we were
everybody
here.
on your website to make sure they look at your mother, how you treat your mother.
Oh, you're going to try to make some
psychologist.
defamatory statements against me right now? No, hang on. I need your name and badge number. And now you might understand why they turned him away and told him to go somewhere else. They don't like taking reports on one of their own. Now, this particular incident involves a DNR officer. And here in Indiana, DNR officers are the highest level law enforcement pretty much that you're going to get aside from the prosecutors. So it's a big deal for a DNR officer to violate the Indiana law that is about hunting and trespassing during hunts. So, you know, this definitely needs to be handled. And I thought for the channel, this would be great to do because there's more aspects of law and law enforcement where there's a lot of out of control corruption that needs to be addressed. So this is a good incident for us to be able to take up, use the channel, and hopefully get some resolve for Charlie and you. So guys, current officers here at Clarksville PD, that one right there. John Miller, who's John Miller? I probably about got that phone number from you, Jamie. Be careful, man. Make sure you keep your privacy, buddy. We're going to be talking more about, we've already done a little bit on him, but we're going to be talking a lot more about him soon because he got himself way wrapped up with Jamie Knoll. So there's Ethan. That's the guy we're here for now. The little boy that's out of control, and that is his twin brother. And the agency is really proud of hiring twins.
Ethan and Colton Foreman are the newest police officers to hit the streets of Clarksville.
I've always wanted to be in law enforcement.
And so too did his brother. Chief Mark Palmer admits he had to give their paperwork a second look.
I did pull their applications just to see what the difference was. Of course, one went through the military and one has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice.
But the differences stopped there. They're identical twins, but really, they say, not all that identical.
Just over time, being around us, people see the differences. I don't think we look anything alike.
One wears a watch, one never does. And while they're on different shifts, the uniform, like many of their outfits growing up, will be the same. Still, Chief Palmer says he's getting better at telling the difference.
Colton doesn't talk as much. Ethan does. He's a big mouth or anything like that, but he does a lot more talking than Colton does.
He says both excelled at the written and physical testing required to be a police officer, and he's thrilled to have the brothers sworn in together and on the same day. Here's something else that's neat. The brothers were hired back to back. So Colton is driving car number 86, and his younger brother, well, younger by 2 minutes, is driving car number 87.
I wish they would have been a little more careful about vetting process instead of being so concerned with being the first agency in the area to hire twin brothers. All right, so Charlie is done with his complaint. You want to tell us basically what it says without reading it all the way through, or you can read it through if you want, but just kind of give us a gist of what you...
I was hunting on the 22nd at 10:35. I seen Ethan up in a tree stand pointing towards me, and I waved my hand as my hunting partner was walking up to me. Ethan seen me, got out of the stand, walked on the line towards me. He cut about 10 foot across my property, was standing about 10 foot on my property. Said if he was going to trespass me if I didn't move, that he was going to arrest me. I told him I wasn't going to move. Then
He wasn't on duty. He wasn't.
No,
he was hunting.
he was hunting. He had a assault rifle with a high capacity clip. Had his hand on the gun in a ready position across the trigger, and he stated that if I didn't fucking move, he's gonna fucking arrest me. That if I wanted to fucking play games, he'll fucking play games.
You want to go down this road, man? I'll play games.
And you weren't playing any games. You were just trying to get out of the situation.
Yes, I was. Yes, sir. No, sir. I was polite. I low key. He continued to get worse. I threw my rifle down with the scope on the ground to try to de-escalate him. He still continued to cuss and telling him he's gonna fucking get me. I'll fucking play games. Then he said after I wouldn't move, he threatened to search me. Still wouldn't move. Then he threatened to, well, I'll fucking tow your car. Where's your car? Is it on our property? They got a gate across the easement. You can't get on their property. I stated that. He said, well, I'll fucking play games. Are you on the easement? I'll tow your car. Again, he said. I told him no, that I wasn't on the easement, that I was in my driveway. He just continued to cuss, getting worse and worse. I pulled out my camera thinking, like I said, that he would calm down, but he didn't. He didn't.
But now there was the DNR officer, Logan.
Yeah, Logan.
So he comes up during the escalated portion of it. When Foreman was escalated, the DNR officer, Logan, comes up and he starts out being escalated as well to protect his buddy, right?
Yes,
and then as soon as you pulled your camera out,
Logan calmed down a little bit for a minute, tried to sign with his hand to let his Ethan know, but Ethan was so mad he didn't even see it. and Logan's first thing he said, I'm gonna fucking trespass you. I told him I wasn't moving. Here's the fence. He said that if I didn't move, he was going to arrest me for unethical hunting because could see as much of his property as mine, and I would shoot a deer if I seen it on this property.
which is just a false allegation.
Very much so.
It's just making shit up out of. We call that cops planning.
And apparently Logan called one of his DNR buddies the day of the incident to try to get even more backup to get on Charlie.
He was just upset. He was upset with you, but
yes.
Why? I guess he thinks
This happened. What, the day before Thanksgiving? Why is it now? Why today?
Man, I've been so busy. I've been dealing with other.
Because he hadn't filed a report on it when I talked to the police officers.
No, and he hasn't, and there's not going to be a report. Okay. I just wanted to talk to you, but
So I will insert another clip here. It's a little bit longer, but one of the DNR guys who was friends with Logan ended up coming to Charlie's house a few days after the incident. And guess what happened whenever Charlie showed that officer the video? Just keep watching. This gets good, guys.
If you have a video of him,
I do.
Can I see it?
No.
Okay.
I got turned into I was told to turn it into the police, and when I turn it into the police, they'll give it to you. But I would give it to you, but you ain't here to do nothing but check that if it happened.
Well, I'm here to get your side of the story. To be honest, because if he was being like that, then that's gonna go to our lieutenant. He's probably gonna get in some type of trouble or something. Okay, and me talking here to you today, I'm not trying to get him in trouble. I'm not trying to get you into trouble, but I need to know he's
Okay, I won't give you the video, but I'll show you a piece of it that'll show you. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's all right. You can file a formal complaint against one of our officers.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know if you're aware you can do that.
No, but I would like to for sure.
Okay. I'm not telling you to, but I'm telling you can. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I would like to. I tried to.
I can give you that information.
Yep.
I can give you that information if you would like it.
And another question: You're an officer.
Yep.
You heard. I didn't show you all this, but you heard enough of it to see how they was coming at me, how they was escalating. I was saying, "Sir, sir, sir." why was there not any kind of incident or anything wrote or reported on me at all for them to be coming at me like that? And do you not do incident reports if you pull over somebody or think they're game
So here's the
trespassing?
He was off duty. Both of them were off duty.
Then why are they going to arrest me and search me? And
we have that power, but we don't have that power. You know what I mean? We're off duty. We're always on duty, but we're off duty. Does it make sense?
Yeah. So like, whichever one's convenient.
Well, so I mean, essentially that means the fact if we're driving down the road and there's a bad car accident.
Yes.
You know, that's what I mean by always off duty or on duty.
Like emergency or something like that. Yeah.
Like someone breaks into a store. But he texted me and he told me what was going on. He says, you know, and he was upset, and I didn't know that happened.
Yep.
Okay, and I talked to a couple officers, and I was like, man, this is chintzy. Like, yeah, were you sitting on the property line?
No. I was 2 foot off of it, but I had my back to it.
Yeah.
He painted it. He had his arm on it.
I know.
Yes.
I know, but you were...
Yes, I was pushing the edge of it. But...
You're on yours.
Yeah, I know, but what I want to let you know is they got 100 acres. They got 40 yards that goes behind me.
Yeah.
The county cop...
It's doing the same thing.
He's hunting 40 yards and looking dead at my property.
Okay. So...
It's doing the same thing.
It's doing the same thing. Okay. So, like I said, I don't know the situation, but was, and he's like, oh, you know, and I said, Carter, I said, probably not a good idea for you to touch this. I said, I'll go talk to him. I talked to other officers, and I was like, man, I mean, this is like a warning at most. Like, at most.
Yeah.
That's not even going to come out
I threw a 30-30 down the ground because this cop's holding it. I really did with the scope. I got it on video. Because he's screaming and lunatically with his gun hanging like this, you know.
Yeah, I see.
And I'm like,
kind of intimidating.
Severely intimidating. I ain't hunted out there since then.
Okay, so
I asked for him not to bring that dude back out there, and they wouldn't.
I guess. I don't know his personal business. I just started working down here last March, so I don't know him very well.
Who? Logan or
the other car?
They're best friends.
But I think
they're best friends.
I think they own the property together.
No, Logan does. Logan and his wife owns it. The police officer is going to buy into it later, but he's not bought it or he ain't on it.
Okay.
But yes, he is going to buy some in the property.
Okay. Like I said, I don't know.
Yes.
But I can, like I said, I don't want to see any of my fellow officers get a complaint filed, but I have to let you know that option is available.
Absolutely, when it filed.
Okay.
And then I got Tom, who lives at the address out there, was standing 2 foot from me when all this went on too. So.
Okay. Well, and there's nothing wrong with being on your property.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go back out there hunting, I can't tell you can't hunt there. You know what I mean?
He told me I could hunt there. There's my property.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. So,
but the cop is Logan. I wasn't scared. Logan was going to shoot me. I ain't gonna say it was. He was cussing. He was irate. He was wrong. But I never felt like he's going to shoot me.
Yeah.
That cop, I felt I'm not scared enough to throw my gun down.
Yeah. So.
He's who worries me, and I'm trying to get him I'm trying to get the trespass or something to stop him from even coming out there.
Okay. So. Yeah, Logan seems like in that video he was more calm.
He was, well,
until
but I'm gonna let you know. No, he was. I started it because Logan was acting like him too.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, and my witness will tell you, Logan come up, that F-bombing and shit. He went from "you're on my fucking property, I'm gonna fucking arrest you" to straight to "you're fucking unethical hunting. I can't you fucking tell," just like that. Okay. But when I took it out and done just like that. So I going like this. Logan's seen it. He changed for a minute. He even went like that to his buddy. He went like that.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got a tape.
So
he was acting stupid too. And another witness will tell you. Okay. He did calm down though.
Okay. Well, like I said.
But he was totally.
I understand your frustration, but I can't go out there and hunt. Maybe don't sit on the post. Maybe sit 5 feet. You know what I mean? But however you want to do it. But I can go Let me run to my truck real quick, and I'll get our district's number.
Yep.
They're there 8 to 4 on Monday. You can call our post. It's the District 8 headquarters. It's actually in Clark State Forest.
Okay. I'm still kind of cloudy on the question I ask you is, you see how they come at me, and Logan too. Why is there not a report
on them or on you?
On me filed before today?
There's not going to be a report.
Okay. Why would an officer come at somebody, or a warden come at somebody like that,
Sir,
and not file any kind of report on it? That seems like,
because he wanted me to do it because he felt like it was going to be biased.
why 4 days later?
Why 4?
And why if you thought I was trespassing in the first place with his neighbor, I know it's standard protocol to call a third party warden or copying that's not in the incident to come and take care of it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you like it is, okay?
Yep.
I'm being straight honest with you today.
Yes, sir.
He called me and he said, this is what happened.
When did you get called?
I think he texted me. I think the day it happened. I don't know.
Oh, he texted you on the day before Thanksgiving?
Let me look here.
Because that's a long time not to be contacted.
He I think it was Thanksgiving.
That's the day after. That's after I've called the police.
What day was Thanksgiving on?
Thanksgiving was Thursday.
Wednesday?
No, Wednesday. Thursday was Thanksgiving.
Okay, it was Wednesday. He texted me.
He texted you Wednesday, huh?
Yeah, okay, so here's the deal.
Because he hadn't talked to nobody yet.
I was off work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've been busy, with deer hunting, everything else going on. And after talking and kind of reviewing the information that he was giving me, I didn't think it was something that needed to be followed up on. Like, it's not a reportable thing. You know what I mean? You're on your property. So
for me, yes, it was not.
Yeah. So
I understand
but
that.
I didn't know any of that happened.
Right.
Okay. But I just wanted to come and talk to you and see what happened and get your side of the story.
Right.
Stuff like that. So like I said, you're not in any trouble. And
No,
I don't think you did anything wrong. You did everything right. If you felt uncomfortable, you took a video. That's perfect to do. You know what I mean? So
I figured that would stop it all, but it didn't.
Yeah, and I really want to apologize, because that's not how we should be acting on or off duty.
Especially with guys with high-powered guns.
Yeah.
Out in the woods, that's a bad.
And him, and him being, and us doing what we do, we deal with that all the time.
Yeah.
For us, one of us to be doing that is, and probably, if he would have come up and said, hey man, been a little bit more nicer about it, probably would have went different.
Let me ask you this. Are you glad that you were able to get the recording?
Yes, I am.
Always record anything that happens in the legal world. Always record, guys. That's what I take out of this, because we're utilizing that recording right now to prove that the incident occurred.
Yeah, but it would have been my word against theirs if I wouldn't start recording it.
Thank God you record.
Yeah, because they definitely ain't gonna take your word.
And not only that, but these people that we're talking about, at least the one, and actually both of them, the DNR officer and the Clarksville City Police officer, they're dangerous in that behavior, because obviously it's illegal to do the things that they did to this man on his own property. And the reason it's illegal is because those are laws to protect the civilians. Trespassing, intimidation, these types of things. And we are going to take that up at the next agency. Let's get your paperwork turned in and attached, and make sure they give you a stamp and a copy.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Yep. I'm not real clear on how to send them that video.
I'll take care of that.
Okay.
Well, your wife sent one to me.
Yes.
She can do the same thing and just get an email from her.
Of where I need to send it to.
Where it needs to go to.
Okay.
Yep. What's up, Miller?
John Miller. Who's John Miller?
What's up, Miller? Man, you're gonna be digging a hole, ain't you, buddy? You got that Jamie Knoll stuff under your belt, don't you? When are they gonna come arrest you, my friend? Fancy seeing you here. Out of all people. How about that? John Miller. So he's on the county council for Clark County. And Mark Stevens from Wave 3 Mainstream Media totally busted him taking a bribe.
Chapel EMS provides 911 ambulance service to both Clark and Floyd counties. The company is run by Jamie Knoll, the former sheriff of Clark County.
And he's also the head of the Clark County Republican Party and the 9th District GOP in southern Indiana.
Wave News troubleshooter Mark Stevens says his family has donated thousands to politicians with oversight of New Chapel's contracts.
Taxpayers pay New Chapel hundreds of thousands of dollars to provide, hundreds and up to thousands of dollars to provide ambulance service and fire protection. New Chapel also bills for ambulance runs, earning millions more. The contracts are valuable, raising questions. Are elected leaders voting on them being influenced by campaign donations from the contractors?
Attention Greenville, first responders, New Chapel EMS. PD's requesting assistance reference, overdose.
When the call goes out for an ambulance in Clark and Floyd counties, a private company responds, New Chapel EMS. They've contracted with both counties for several years now. Our investigation Wednesday night found New Chapel's response times in Floyd County are not meeting the county's expectations.
We're not getting the quality of service that we're supposed to be getting. We're paying for 2.5 ambulances, but we're not for sure where they're stationed and where they're coming from.
But critics say the company keeps getting contracts because the man behind New Chapel, Chief and CEO Jamie Knoll, has the political influence to win them.
Absolutely, I think it's a conflict.
Floyd County Council President Denise Conkle says his dual role as a county contractor and leader in Republican politics gives him an unfair advantage.
I think they should recuse themselves from voting for a vendor who they've received a donation from. I don't think they should vote.
Knoll is the former sheriff of Clark County and currently leads the Republican Party at both the county and district levels. Our investigation of county campaign finance records found Knoll or his family members donated hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars over the years to Republican politicians with oversight of the ambulance contracts in both counties. Knoll denies using campaign contributions as leverage.
Most of the stuff when it comes to politics, obviously, I'm a Republican. Right. I'm involved in Republican leadership. I support Republican candidates, and it's just that simple.
Last fall, Floyd County leaders, unhappy with New Chapel's performance, decided to get bids from different ambulance companies. The troubleshooters found some of the loudest voices opposing change received campaign donations from Knoll or his family.
That is not how you do business with your vendors. And with these major projects coming, you two have just sent a message that we don't care.
The rate we're getting for our current provider is most assuredly going to go up because, they've saved us money for a long time.
Floyd County Council member Danny Short, unsuccessful candidate Charlie Moon, and former council member Adam Roberts all received campaign contributions from the Knolls. Both Roberts and Short also voted against refurbishing 2 ambulances for the Lafayette and Greenville fire departments in March last year. Council members raised concerns about having enough money for New Chapel's contract.
I know that there's negotiation contracts still with New Chapel that we're waiting for.
I mean, the cost to refurbish these are pretty expensive.
Roberts did not return my phone calls. He lost his primary to Jim Freiberger, who campaigned on improving ambulance service. Following his win, Freiberger says the former Floyd County sheriff asked to arrange a private meeting with him.
He said, I'd like to bring a friend. I go, well, who is that? And he says, Jamie Knoll. And at that point, I'd already been familiar, and I just said, well, I haven't heard positive things for Jamie Knoll. I just really prefer not to meet with him.
Floyd County's ethics code bars elected officials from accepting gifts over $50 from consultants. However, it does not restrict campaign contributions.
I don't have a problem with them making the decision so long as it's clear to me that I can see all the relevant information.
University of Southern Indiana professor Nick LaRoe says he's not bothered by county leaders taking campaign contributions from a contractor as long as they're reported. But he says what is troubling is the appearance of what's known as pay-to-play. That's when companies seeking government contracts use political donations to get an edge.
If you're awarding a contract to somebody who's much more expensive than the other bidders or who doesn't have a good history of work history or their quality of work or they have other problems, you would wonder why that firm was picked and the other businesses weren't.
Which brings us to Clark County. In early April, the county signed a 3-year contract extension with New Chapel EMS.
It really took the pressure off in negotiations moving forward, and with inflation, we were tickled to death with the price.
But the troubleshooters found the extension comes with 2 fewer ambulances and costs $250,000 more than a competitor's bid sent in a year ago. Commission President Brian Glover says he was following a subcommittee recommendation to stick with New Chapel even with the higher price.
I believe we were just getting better coverage for a little bit more money.
Our investigation found the Knowles donated to current Clark County Commissioner Connie Sellers and council members Steve Doherty, Kevin Vissing, Jod Miller, and former council member Brittany Faree. Sellers voted for the original ambulance contract in October 2020. Doherty and Vissing voted to fund it later that month. When the county extended the contract in April last year, Doherty, Vissing, Miller, and Faree approved the money to pay for a $262,000 raise.
How do you separate then what's good for you politically and what's good for your company financially?
Well, it's never what's good for my company financially. It's what's best for the community. I don't involve politics when it comes to public safety. I never have and never will.
Indiana only bans campaign contributions from contractors trying to work with the state lottery. Clark County does no such thing, only requiring commissioners and council members to disclose contracts with direct relatives.
I was trying to get a hold of former council member Brittany Faree.
Our investigation also uncovered a lawsuit that was previously sealed between Knoll and former council member Faree over the paternity of a child they had together. Court filings showed the two settled the case after working out parenting time and child support. The settlement of the case occurred in 2020, 2 years before Faree voted to fund the increased New Chapel EMS contract price last year. Faree did not return my call. Knoll's attorney blocked my questions about the settlement during our interview, but Knoll said he doesn't talk to county council members.
I deal with the county commissioners as far as contracts. I don't deal direct with either Clark or Floyd County Council.
Clark County can amend its contract with New Chapel EMS at any time. Floyd County's contract automatically renews at the end of the month.
Totally busted taking a bribe from Jamie Knoll to vote in the EMS contracts. And all of a sudden, whenever Jamie's cars got impounded, he got rid of his brand new Corvette that he had just gotten adored to death. Just keep watching the channel and make sure you're subscribed, because we will go over a lot more about John Miller later. I wonder why John Miller ran away instead of answering the questions.
I'm on such good behavior today. Like, I see him coming in, I was like, okay.
You just chill.
I was like, I'll let Chris handle that.
We've been waiting to run into him for a long time.
Your timing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was actually good stuff right there.
I didn't budge from my seat. I was like...
What up, John? Looking over your shoulder for them state police coming to get you, buddy?
Oh gosh, what is that?
No, he's not going to be very happy to see me. I've been helping him get busted. He's violating the law.
No. They're not violating the law, but they're hired at home. Come on.
All right, so come on around, Tiff. Sun's going to be right in our face.
You better just wait.
Here, let's get the shade.
Yeah. Bring me to the dark.
All right, let's all get in. All right, so the complaint process went fairly easily, which I expected. The chief is a pretty good politician. At least he does know that on the face, he should look like he's doing his job, and sometimes that leads to them actually doing the job. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed on that, and then it's going to be a lot harder for them to do anything less, because you're pressing criminal charges, am I right?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Which we will be doing in part 2. So keep watching the channel, guys, and set your notifications. Make sure you're subscribed, and we will see you on part 2. Love you guys. See you on the next one. You want to give a peace sign?
Yeah, I did.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't stop. I'm so gone, no, I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack.